Welcome to another episode of Shooting Science. Today we are going to be looking at the new Vortex Venom 3 MOA enclosed micro red dot. In this video, I'm going to show you what it comes with in the box, as well as how it compares size-wise to the outgoing Vortex Defender ST and the new Vortex Defender CCW Enclosed. Let's get into it. Here it is, the Vortex Venom Enclosed Micro Red Dot in 3 MOA. So this one comes with 20,000 hours of runtime in setting 6, and it uses a CR2032 battery, which is very common. That's nice. Let's see what you get in the box. So here's the optic here. Comes with a nice dust cover, so you can put that on your optic when you are cleaning your weapon. The glass appears to be really clear. Made in China, Vortex Optics USA. This is a Delta Point Pro pattern. Let's see what else you get in the box. So there is your product manual, which has a microfiber in it. Ooh, this is new. The new microfiber has the Vortex logo on it. I don't remember that on my other Vortex optics. That's a nice touch. All right, so there's that. The steel adjustment tool. And the manual, it's a nice color manual. Gives all the dimensions. Auto shut off, motion activation, and then it shows the graph for battery life. So if you have the Venom on setting 6 for 6 hours a day, it's going to last 80,000 hours. Comes with a plethora of screws, which is awesome, and it shows which guns the screws are for. It comes with some silica gel so that you don't get moisture in the box. That's nice. FN 509, Smith & Wesson 2.0. Glock MOS, Ruger 5.7, Springfield Hellcat OSP, H&K VP9 Tactical, Kimber, Canic, SIG, CZP10. Now they list a few guns on these, but if you have a gun that's not listed, that doesn't mean they're not going to work. Just try these different screws with your gun. You should be able to make something work with what they've got in here. Okay, next I'm going to remove this and we're going to have a look at the buttons and the dot. So there you can see the adjustment buttons for the dot brightness are on the top of the optic. So that's new, nothing on the side. Let's see if it turns on. Nope. So it looks like I've got to take this battery cap off. So to do that, you can use this end of the tool, stick it in here and rotate it counterclockwise. That pops off. You've got to take the battery out and remove this little tag. This is a different battery retention system I'm seeing in here than the other Vortex optics I've seen. It looks like it holds the battery pretty tight in there with all of these grabbers. I can barely remove the dang separation thing. There we go. Geez, that was kind of tough. So there's where the battery will sit. Checkered side down, smooth side up. Yeah, that grabs it pretty good. Let's polish that up there. There we go. All right, we're going to put the cap back on. And now let's see how the dot looks. There it is. That's a 3 MOA. So you can kind of see the size of the dot there. And some quick stats here. This does have an aspherical lens. It has motion activation with 10-minute auto shutoff. It does have 10 daylight and 2 night vision dot settings. And of course, we see the side-loaded battery and the top buttons. It does have a button lockout setting, which the manual will go over that, and it is waterproof. This definitely feels like a pretty robust optic. It's not that light for an optic this size. Feels kind of chunky, and that could be a good thing. If you need a tough optic with a simple dot, this would be a great option to go with. And of course, with this being an enclosed emitter optic, you never have to worry about any junk or debris or dust or mud or anything getting in front of that emitter and blocking it from displaying your reticle. And just to show how it compares in size, I've got 2 other optics here. So this is the Vortex Defender ST. This is not an enclosed optic. This is an open emitter optic. The window looks very similar in size to the ST. There's the profile. As far as the back part, it looks like it's about the exact same as far as the thickness of the back section of it compared to the ST. And they have the same Delta Point Pro footprint. Compared to the CCW Enclosed, which this is a CCW Enclosed Defender Solar, this is what it looks like. Of course, the Venom is slightly bigger and slightly wider than the enclosed CCW, as the CCW is a smaller RMSC type footprint optic. And here's a chart I put together that shows all 3 of these optics going from left to right, showing the smallest to the largest optic. Keep in mind the Defender CCW is an RMSC pattern optic, while the other 2 are Delta Point Pro. The enclosed Venom optic has a window that is about 1 millimeter smaller in both length and width than the Defender ST. One thing I noticed that the box did not have in it was a metal MOS plate. Normally on all other optics like this one, the Defender ST, it comes with a metal MOS plate for Glock in every box. On this one, they did not include the MOS plate. Now this optic is less expensive, so maybe that's why. You should be able to go get your own optics plate, but it is a Delta Point Pro. So a lot of guns don't have Delta Point Pro from the factory. You know, the only way you're going to get Delta Point Pro really is if you have your slide custom milled for it, or if your gun uses adapter plates, like the Walther PDPs. They all use adapter plates. But this MOS plate here used to come in all Vortex optics boxes. Not this time. That's good to know. All right, guys, that's all I've got for this one. In the comments below, just let me know, hey, what kind of gun are you going to get this for? Like, are you going to mount it as an additional optic on a hybrid setup for your AR? Are you going to put it on your Glock 19? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you on the next one.